At Minnesota, they have everything from a Heisman to a Nagurski in their rich legacy, and today in Minneapolis, the Golden Gophers hope to add another memorable chapter. Today, a Big Ten clash, and you know when you square off against a conference opponent, the blood boils a little hotter. As we'll see, the Maryland Terrapins taking on the 17th-ranked team in the land, the Minnesota Golden Gophers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Terrapins will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is, a man who makes an entire stadium hold its breath every time he touches the ball, Jesse.
This defense better have a lot of breath in this game, too, because he gets better as the game goes on. He's the kind of guy, David, who can wear a defense down.
And he is the primary focus. That's what this defense is focused and keyed in on. We got to stop him if we're going to have success today.
Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to throw, it's Brosmer. Trying to get to him. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. The Golden Gophers will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Terrapins offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup...
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
If a free safety comes blitzing, you've got to throw a slant behind it to the receiver. So that time, the quarterback and receiver, they may not have been on the same page.
Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
The Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. The run to the left. Shakes off the tackler. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Well, based on that, we can hope to see a little more offensive explosion here in the second quarter as we get ready to get things started. They'll try to pop the draw. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Finds his tight end. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Looking downfield, it's Brosmer. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Working the middle, it's complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And the Golden Gophers are on the move. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Off the play fake. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Got a man, it's Taylor. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throws to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Golden Gophers. PAT unit on the field. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Middle Tennessee made it look easy today, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing in Murfreesboro. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Getting some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Brosmer. Stands in and takes the hit. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd down, going up top. Pressure coming. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And they get the sack, but they knew it was a pass. You go nickel, you're bringing more speed on the field, more DBs. You let the pass rush eat. Everybody communicates, right? Like you understand by formation, by tendency, they're throwing the football. Nice job by the defense understanding what the offense was trying to do.
The Golden Gophers send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, tough to beat the pageantry and tradition there in Minneapolis. And it's been said football is a game of inches, and guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Huntington Bank Stadium.
And the Golden Gophers will kick it away to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Not a lot of scoreboard fireworks from these guys in the first half, but they've got a chance here after making some halftime. Off he goes! And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. And the Terrapins headed quickly to the line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this deep.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Offense gets set for second down. To the ground with the back. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Edwards. Still on his feet. Pocket starts to collapse. They're bringing heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The popular catchphrase for quarterbacks is extending the play. The defense cut off the extension.
Yeah, and the defense just kept coming. You know, one guy missed, 2 guys missed. It doesn't matter. That's the sign of a really good defense. The guys that swarm to the football, and you look on tape and you're like, are they playing with 11? Or do they have 12 or 13 because they play so fast? Great job continuing to hunt the football.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Golden Gophers decide to punt it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Quick release by the QB.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Coming after it. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. The defense gets to him.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
The Terrapins will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. He's looking to throw. This time it's complete. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the third quarter. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And the Golden Gophers will punt this one away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. No fair catches here, looking for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. To throw, it's Edwards. Gets it to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Got the completion on the last play, still some work to do on second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Third down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. They'll try to run for it. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. They're trying to get to it. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. He's looking for an open man on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late. They're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's third and long from the 28. Feeling some heat. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. The offense set for a first down play. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Running back searching for a hole. Still on his feet at the 45. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of a season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.